This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Good morning. I'm back.
Yay.
Hi. I made it.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Pooja is off today, but I made it back in one piece, and I'm here, and it feels a little out of body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, a little bit, because so much happened in 8 days while I was gone.
Oh, is it because you're not hearing fwang, 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 fwang?
I think that's part of it.
Okay.
I will say, so I was in Ibiza in Portugal. If you've never been to Ibiza or whatever, like it's a party destination. So there was 3 days of partying, and then we went to Portugal, which was meant to be the more relaxing part of the trip, but it was 4 days of partying.
How did that happen?
The planners planned lots of parties.
The planners planned?
The planners planned. I will say Ibiza was a lot of fun, Steph. You've never been, right?
No.
It was a lot of fun, but if I don't hear another beat drop for a couple of years, I think I'll be good.
Yeah, or an air horn.
It's the air horns. Yeah, it was amazing. It was a great time, but man, people there really go ham when they party. And it's, you know what it's like? Ibiza,
That's the place to go.
It is the place to go.
That literally is the place to go.
You know how like the party place from Toronto for a lot of people is like Cancun or whatever. You fly 4 hours, you're there. I think Ibiza is like Cancun for Brits. Because it was 70% Brits there, and they were treating it like spring break.
But I feel like Ibiza is like the world's party place.
Yes.
Right?
But particularly Brits, I think, because it's a 2-hour flight.
Yeah, it's so close.
And there were so many of them there. They go like, I met a lot of Brits there. I'm like, how often do you come here? They're like, 3-4 times a year, mate. Because it's just like, we have a long weekend. We have a bank holiday. Boom, let's go to Ibiza for 3 days. In fact, one of my friends who was in the group lives in London, and he came there. It was a super easy flight for him. But here's the part that is crazy. It's the schedule of the partying. So let me tell you, on the way there, our flight was delayed. So we missed the connector in London.
Okay.
And as a result, we're sitting around the airport and got there like 6 hours later than we should have. And the biggest party of the week was the first night. It was some DJ called Black Coffee. I don't know. Apparently it's a big deal. So by the time I got to the hotel room, it was 10 or 11 p.m. So I'm thinking we'll take a pass on tonight because now we've flown a red eye. We've been traveling all day. I haven't slept since like Thursday night, coming in to do this show Friday morning. So I'm like, let's just take it easy tonight. And they looked at me sideways. They're like, no, like
This is why we came here.
Yeah. So I took a nap, Steph. I took a nap at around midnight, and I woke up at 1:30 a.m.
Okay.
And then it was get up, get ready, have some drinks. We got to the club at about 2:30, and we were there. We got home and slept at around 8:30 a.m.
Wow.
And this is Ibiza normal. And I kept having moments going, oh my God, I'm getting to the club and my alarm would be going off for work right now. I'm like, it took me a couple days to detach from reality and being like, what? This is why I say it feels like a dream. I'm like, did it happen?
When you got home at like 8:30 in the morning, how long did you sleep for? Because then your morning's gone.
Like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, that's
and all the hotel rooms there all have blackout curtains and they're pretty soundproof because they know.
Yeah.
So sleep is not like I need a Vacaysh from the Vacaysh because I did not sleep much. And I will tell you one thing. You and Pooja will be maybe happy to know. We asked before I left, am I too old for Ibiza?
Yes.
I can tell you. Guess what?
You are.
I'm not too old for Ibiza. You're not too old for Ibiza. Pooja's not too old for Ibiza. We are Ibiza middle-aged.
Really?
There were people at the club in the middle of the night, Steph, from 20 to 60.
Wow.
Now, granted, there were more 20 and 30 somethings.
Yeah.
There were people in their 50s and 60s. I chatted with them, and I'm like, "What? Like, are you here with your kids?" They're like, "No." Like,
I don't know if
we're
I
here
would be
'cause we
able to do it, though. I don't know.
So in our 40s, we are smack dab middle-aged Ibiza.
Okay, so you're going again at some point?
Maybe in 5 years.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'll
I need
check
to
in
recover.
with
My
you.
ears are still ringing.
Oh, wow.
But
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
all right, we got 2 stories you need to know. Pooj, what do you got?
Well, with football being the world's most popular sport, one could argue this may be a Captain Obvious thing, but we're going to be hearing a lot of soccer terms over the next few weeks. And, I'm not as familiar as I'd like to be. So I was looking through a list of soccer terms and phrases, and these ones stood out to me because I didn't know what they were.
This is how you crash course for the World Cup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm studying. Maybe you know. Do you know what a clean sheet is?
Yeah, clean sheets when you don't allow a goal. It's like a shutout in hockey.
Yeah, did not know that. Set piece.
A set piece is, like a corner kick or a free kick. It's like when you're starting from static into play, a set piece.
Look at you knowing everything. What about VAR?
I did work in sports. VAR is their video review in soccer, and the symbol for it, I know we're radio, you can't see it. They make like a box, and this is like they're calling for the video review.
Nice. It's the video assistant referee who's
Yeah.
going to help with the calls. Parking the bus.
That one I don't know.
Okay.
That sounds like a bedroom move.
Parking the bus. It's a way of defending and usually happens when the opposing team is winning late in the game and is a way to defend the net. The players create a defensive area. It prevents any open space to let any shots come in. It's called parking the bus.
Okay.
Essentially, like,
Okay.
you can't get past the bus, right?
Got it. Okay, like hogging the neutral zone in hockey. Sure.
What about a sitter?
A sitter?
Yeah.
Like a babysitter?
Just sitter. It's a term that comes from cricket, but it's a goal scoring opportunity that's so easy to score that the player could score while sitting down. Like it's almost being sarcastic. Like it's a sitter. It's that easy.
Okay, again, I'll take it back to hockey. In hockey, it's like a garbage goal. Tap in.
Yeah. Okay. And the last one, squeaky bum time.
Okay, you just made that one up.
No, that's real.
Squeaky
bum
time?
time. It refers to the highly anxious and nerve-wracking closing stages of a match.
Why do you have a squeaky bum?
I don't know.
Is it because you have swass going on?
Maybe by the time you get to the end of the match, your bum be squeaky. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't make these terms up.
Wow.
I'm just trying to learn.
I started off so well, but I ended up only at 50%.
There you go. What do you got?
Okay, I'm going to be very careful with this story.
Okay.
It's about the Edmonton Oilers. Okay. They're looking for a new coach right now. And I was texting with my good buddy Mitch. We were housemates at MAG, longtime Oilers fan. We always text about hockey and the Oilers. The Oilers are looking to hire a new coach, and him and I were texting last week speculating on who it might be. We're going back and forth, and then Mitch pointed something out that I never would have thought of. He said, I wonder if the Oilers are going to continue their trend of hiring coaches with a particular commonality in their names.
Okay.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, who have the Oilers' last four coaches been? So in order, the Oilers' last four coaches have been Ken Hitchcock, Dave Tippett, Jay Woodcroft, and Chris Knobloch. I'm going to read those names back,
Okay.
but with particular emphasis.
Okay.
What is the commonality between the Oilers' last four coaches? They are, once again, Ken Hitchcock, Dave Tippett, Jay Woodcroft, and Chris Knobloch.
I guess you add the other name to the mix, which is who they're looking at now.
This is the most shocking part because he said this last week before this story come out, and I'm laughing, going, "What are the odds the Oilers would have had four coaches in a row with that commonality?" Again, Hitchcock, Tippett, Woodcroft, Knobloch, and then this week, the breaking story is that the Oilers are on the verge of hiring, you can't make this stuff up, Mike Babcock. What?
What is happening?
I don't know. Are they only hiring valid coaches?
In fairness,
Like,
that does rule out a lot, right? Like Johnson,
they could hire a Johnson. They could hire a Randy.
a Dixon,
They could hire a Dixon. They could hire...
Rodman.
Oh, wow. You have a lot of these. You put some
Pohl.
thought into this. Is Doug Pohl a coach?
Yeah.
Is there a Doug Pohl they want to hire?
I'm just saying, you can get into a lot of trouble very easily. I'm sure this is not on purpose.
Yes, I'm sorry. Joe Fallick wasn't available. So, wow. Thanks, Mitch, for the content.
Yeah. Thanks, Mitch, for making us all go there.
Enjoy.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. This is
P&G.
breaking news.
Yes, we shared this with you last week that
So dramatic.
we have breaking news here. Gurdeep, you sent me a text while you were away. And
Did you like that I did that?
I did, but I also love that you didn't provide any other context. You just wrote a line saying, Shanny in the city found me a match.
And then I just went off the grid.
Yes.
And you had so many follow-up questions, and I just ghosted you, and it felt really nice.
So unfair.
Because you are the ultimate teaser. You do this all the time. You'll be like going to the bathroom and be like, oh, I didn't tell you. Something crazy happened. And then you'll just like let it hang. You'll give me the wide eyes, and then you leave the room. I'm like, just tell me now. So I did.
And then I forget.
I did this to the next level. I texted you from Europe and then just did not respond. I just told you
so
I have a match.
Let's get into it because in case you missed it, we do have a unique episode on our podcast, the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast called Gurdeep and the Matchmaker, where basically I set you up with a matchmaker, Shani in the city. She's a professional. She does this for a living to find you,
You never
a
set me
match.
up. You never set me up with a girl, but you set me up with a matchmaker. Yeah.
The next best thing, one could argue, and she found you a match. So
Yeah.
this, this story is going to continue. You have not obviously gone on this date yet. You just got back.
No, we haven't even talked, but this is just the next step in the process. So, Shani and I talked offline as well. She asked me a bunch of questions. She created a profile for me, which is basically like 3 or 4 paragraphs that sort of has to capture the essence of like me, what I'm about, and what I'm looking for. And I approved it. I'm like, yeah, this works. I submitted like 6 pictures. So now it's like a page with pictures of me and 3 or 4 detailed paragraphs, much more detailed than like a dating app where it's just like prompts or, jokes.
We go beyond the ladies, right? We go
Yes,
beyond that.
Exactly, this substance. And I said, yeah, I think this captures my essence. You can put this out there. So then she basically contacted me and said, look, there is a girl, and I've presented her your profile, and she gave it the green light. So now she shared that girl's profile with me. So I looked it over. I looked at her paragraphs. I looked at her pictures. And I gave it the green light. So Shani yesterday sent me the girl's phone number now that she knows I'm back from vacation. And she said, reach out to her within the next couple of days. She's expecting you. So that's what I'll be doing in the next couple of days. I'll be texting her and we'll be figuring out a date to get together.
Let me get to the details.
Okay.
So were you attracted right away? You saw a picture?
Yeah, she's attractive. She's what can I say? I have to be respectful here because again, we haven't chatted. This girl does not know that this is even content for the show.
Right.
So I need
It
to be
probably shouldn't be, but it's your life.
Yeah. So I need to be very respectful, and I probably will tell her. I will tell her on the date when we get together, like, hey, by the way, like I'm mentioning this on the show, is there anything that you don't want me to mention? So hopefully I'll be able to share more with her consent. But all I can say from now, without sharing too much, is she's in her 30s.
Okay.
I've only seen pictures. She seems successful. She seems smart.
Ooh, a smarty pants. I'm excited.
And we haven't chatted yet. So we'll chat soon. Hopefully, figure out a date to get together soon, and then hopefully I can share more.
But it's enough that you're like excited to go on this date.
Yeah, definitely excited to go on the date and see where it goes. I mean, like the big question is, you can only tell so much from pictures and curated paragraphs of what their life is about. Really now it's about getting together. It's like, do our energies vibe? Is there a connection? Is there a mental connection? Is there an attraction? Is there a spark?
Will she laugh at your jokes?
Will she laugh at my dumb jokes?
Yeah.
That's the great unknown. So we'll see, right? Sometimes someone can seem great on paper and there's no connection, or vice versa. Sometimes someone doesn't jump off the page, but then you meet and it's like, wow.
Yes.
So a lot we don't know, but there will be a date.
Will you or won't you introduce her to coffee right away?
Depends on what we do for the first date.
Okay.
If she's someone like me and loves like a walking coffee first date, which I think is the best way to get to know someone. If she's into that, then absolutely I'll bring coffee with me. Hopefully, I don't even know if she's a dog person. Hopefully she is. Yeah, if not, if it's more like, if her vibe is more like let's go for dinner and drinks kind of thing, then I don't think the Pooch will be coming for that one.
Will you or won't you allow me to come on the date with you?
Wow.
Too soon?
You know what
Too
I'm
much?
picturing?
Too fast?
We're out for dinner, and at the next table there's like a giant newspaper and like 2 like detective hats, and it's you and Steph each holding up one side of the
With
paper.
a horrible disguise. Yes.
You know what
With those,
cartoons?
like fake mustaches.
And we're talking like really loud. We're like, did you see that? Is there, what's Gurdeep doing now? And you just look over and you're like, guys, like, go
We
away.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when like Alvin and the Chipmunks would like stand on each other's shoulders and wear
Yes.
like a giant trench coat?
One
You just-
trench coat.
I'm picturing you and Steph, even though you don't need to, standing on each other's shoulders, giant trench coat, trying to be incognito. But
And I
it's,
just opened the bottom buttons. like looking through it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. Let's nix that plan. We're not going to do that, but I cannot
We're not?
wait.
Why not?
No.
remind me not to tell you before the date what we're doing for the date or where and when it's happening, because yeah.
Okay, I can't wait for the next update. Thank you for sharing. This is going to be great.
Oh boy, I hope I don't regret this.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Can you feel it? Can you taste it? Can you smell it?
Right now, that just is my stomach growling. That's what I feel. What I can smell is my breakfast that I haven't eaten yet.
Okay, so pretty standard day for you.
Yeah. And I haven't eaten anything yet, so I can't taste anything.
I'm feeling different. I'm feeling the buzz. I'm feeling the electricity, and I'm not talking about the weather outside. The World Cup is a day away.
Yes.
And we are one of the host cities. This is something that, I know we've been talking about it for years. It's here. I don't know that this will ever happen again in our lives. And I'm not even the
True.
biggest footy fan. I watch the big tournaments, the World Cup, Euro. But I'm starting to get swept up in the excitement, the buzz, and just all the extra people that I'm noticing around the city.
Yesterday, I was telling you that on my Apple News, which I read every morning, that I have a tab for the World Cup that I'm now I'm doing a deep dive into everything. And, I'm going to get swept up. That's probably no surprise that everybody, whether you're a fan or not a fan, it is the most popular sport in the world, one could argue.
Yes.
Wouldn't you?
I think it is. And I mean, it comes down to its popularity, the rabid fandom. I think the accessibility of playing it. There is something beautiful about all you need is a ball.
Yeah.
A ball and some grass or even some pavement, whatever. And that's it.
And a vuvuzela, and then you're good.
That's all. That's it.
When was the last time you heard vuvuzela?
Oh, man. Yeah, I think it only comes around every 4 years, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we all live in very different parts of the city, which is kind of nice because it allows us to sort of do these observational cross sections when something like this happens. I'll start with downtown. I am noticing downtown is buzzy.
Yes.
It's buzzy. There's FIFA signage up everywhere. I actually noticed it at the airport when I came back from Portugal. There was FIFA sort of welcome signs. There's this big fan fest thing that's being set up Fort York, the Bentway area, and I can see it from my balcony.
Oh, nice.
At first, I'm trying to zoom in from my camera thing. I'm like, what is that? Is it like Taco Fest or Beer Fest? I'm like, no, it's too early in the summer for that. It's the FIFA Fan Festival.
And today, TTC announcing that they have a bunch of stuff on their platforms as well. So you can there's photo ops. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do when you're commuting. So you're definitely going to see more FIFA. It's FIFA fever in Toronto.
Say that 5 times fast. And also remember, a month ago, I was telling you I was very excited for the Tourist International.
Yes.
I think they started to arrive. Downtown is a scene.
Yeah, but we're so diverse here that they really literally could just be from Midtown Toronto, and you're a tourist.
You're so right. It's not so much the look or optically, it's more the body language because, yeah, you're right. They could be from Mississauga or anywhere. But it's the looking around and the checking the phone GPS and then stopping and turning and is it this way? Is it? So I'll just insert myself into the situation. I did it yesterday. I was like,
ladies,
I was like, oh.
Can I help you with directions? Is that what you did?
I mean, I saw 2 people were lost. Yes, they happened to be female, but they were lost. I was like, oh, what are you looking for? And they're like, I'm looking for this. I'm like, it's what you want to do is go here, hang a Larry, take the escalator, and they looked at me like, what's a Larry?
They're like, wait a minute.
Weirdo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's so nice that you're doing that, and a reminder to everybody to just be helpful. And there are a lot of tourists here. Remind them why our city is so great. Just if you see somebody's lost, just be friendly. Don't be your usual I can ignore everybody on the street Toronto person.
Yes,
right.
Look up from your phone. Look around. Try to connect with people if you can. That's my advice. If you're in the city, Midtown, any differences? Are you noticing?
No, but I am noticing that a lot of the restaurants and whatnot are changing up the menus and doing things that are sort of FIFA related, right? Which is nice to see. So I think it's only a matter of time before this is all anybody's going to be talking about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I've been taking the subway, which I usually don't do, but
because your car is
that's
RIP.
right. That's right. So around Lawrence to Downsview, there was some delays the other day because they were doing shuttle buses. Something was happening with FIFA. I think there was a parade or something like that. So there is going to be those expected sort of delays or anything like that. I'm assuming if there's so many people going to be taking the TTC.
Okay.
And
But
hopefully
it's
you
not
have bosses who understand, right? You're
Yeah.
going to be a little late. Things are going to be delayed. Let's all just sort of go into this knowing that we all have to be patient and understand that, things are not going to be the way they usually are for the next few weeks.
My one big takeaway from this is that restaurants are changing up their menus and picturing soccer-themed desserts. It's a giant soccer ball with whipped cream or a
And they're
soccer
serving it on
cupcake.
turf.
Yeah.
It's more like they're featuring foods from various countries.
That makes way more
That's
sense.
so international.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Okay, so back from vacation, back in the groove, and I'm wondering if you have ever met somebody in your life you didn't expect to meet that just made you lose all sensibility, made you lose the ability to speak. I say this because I met someone I didn't expect to meet on the way to Ibiza. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm like a D-lister, that's fine, but it wasn't me who lost the ability to speak. It's the person who I met who lost the ability to speak
Oh, wow.
when we met. And it was so unexpected, and I knew something was up right away.
Right.
I'm going to tell this story very carefully.
Okay.
So as not to divulge too much. So I'm on the flight to Europe to my first connector, and I'm on the plane sitting beside my friend, and before the flight hasn't taken off, and the flight staff is coming around, and they're at just kind of greeting people and asking everybody like, okay, what do you want to order anything, whatever. They're coming around, and I see the flight attendant talking to some people, person row in front of me, person beside me. She comes to me, and when she comes to me, her face changes.
Like, did it change?
Like her face, she looked like she had seen a ghost.
So she was like ready to give you her speech that she was giving everyone else, and she just stopped.
Yeah, like she's leaned over, smile on her face. The smile disappears from her face, and she's like, I just have to check on something. I'll be right back. And she turns around and bolts.
Wow.
And I go, and I look at my buddy, and he's like, that's weird. I'm like, that's so weird. What the heck was that?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, okay, maybe she like listens to the show and she knows it's me, or she watched me on TV and she's just a little like surprised. But I'm like, again, I'm a D-lister. I'm not like a big deal. So it's like.
You never thought maybe she needed a bathroom break?
It was quite, I mean, that must have been an emergency if that's a bathroom. So I'm like, that's really weird. I'm like, and I didn't get to put it in order or anything. Anyway, about 5 minutes later, she comes back and she leans in.
Yeah.
Like real like close. And I'm like, what? So I kind of like lean in to meet her. And she's like, are you Gurdeep? And I go,
oh my God, is she your match?
No, can you imagine? Not my I go, yeah. I go, hi. So again, I'm still thinking she knows me from the show, whatever. And she's like, does my voice sound familiar? And I was like, what is happening right now?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no, should it? And then she looks at me and she leans back and then she leans in again and she whispers in my ear, I'm flight attendant X.
Oh my God.
Do you remember a little segment we used to do called Profession Confession?
Yes.
If you have listened to this show, Profession Confession was a segment we did where people in certain industries would anonymously call in and spill all the tea about how things really work in their industry. These are all podcasted. Go to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show podcast. This was in May.
Go listen to Flight Attendant X.
Flight Attendant X was one of the best guests we had.
Yeah.
She shared so much information on unruly passengers, what food or drinks to avoid in a plane because of certain hygiene and things, whether she had ever witnessed the Mile High Club. Like, she spilled some tea. And that is why she got all discombobulated and she short-circuited, because she saw me and she's like...
But it's funny because in her brain, she probably thought you would know who she was because she knew who you were.
Yes.
But why would you know who she is?
And never in any world... I mean, she does this for a living. She's on planes, I don't know, like probably 3, 4, or 5 days a week. I go on a few vacations a year. But never in her mind or my mind did I think we would ever be on the same flight.
Wow.
I
what
was
are
on
the chances?
Not only the flight, but the section of Flight Attendant X. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And do you know what I asked her? Once, because then we became friendly.
Right.
Because she was so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, can you upgrade me?
Yeah.
Can you bump me up?
Can
I asked
I get
her.
some free stuff?
Yeah. And she's like, it's a full flight. Sorry, it doesn't work that way.
But
And
did
then-
you get any little freebies, little extra drink, little something?
I didn't. But then I did ask her, I go, I'm going to go back and listen to the podcast right now. But I said, you said there was something to avoid. What was it again? And she was
water.
like, if you get water, get it out of a bottle.
Right.
If you see people, like flight staff coming around with water out of a jug,
Right.
don't get it because like
Yeah.
the pipes aren't necessarily that clean and the water's kind of gross. So that stuck with me. And I
So
told...
did you drink bottled water?
I drank bottled water
There you go.
and I told my buddy the story beside me and he was like, that is insane.
Wow.
What are the chances?
What are the chances? That's so cool.
But it got me thinking because I'm telling you, I've never seen someone short circuit like that in front of me. And I'm wondering, have you ever met someone that caused you to short circuit? Lost your ability to speak. You froze. You had to run away like Flight Attendant X
That's
did.
so good.
Let's go to Kat in Burlington.
So I was at church one day, and I turned around, and it's a Catholic church, so we give everyone the sign of the peace. And I look around, and there was Rick Campanelli from your show. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, I froze up. I'm like, to my husband, I'm like, it's Rick the Temp. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's him. And then the story gets better. It continues. So a few weeks later, I called into the show I got a call back for a contest, and it was Rick Campanelli. I'm like, either you have a doppelganger or you were at my church. And sure enough, we go to the same church. So, but now still every time I see him, I'm scared to talk to him. I'm just like, peace be with you, and that's it.
That's so sweet. And I'm looking at him on the screen right now on Breakfast Television. He's literally, 40 feet away from us downstairs in his studio.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, next time you see him at church, please go up and talk to him.
Yeah.
Rick Campanelli is the nicest human in Canadian media that I have ever met.
Yeah.
I interviewed him when I worked at my university newspaper like 25 years ago, and he was nice then when I was a nobody, and he's nice to me now when I'm still basically a nobody.
Yeah, he was super nice when I talked to him on the phone on the radio show, and I said, do you mind if I come and say hi to you? And he's like, no, come say hi, but I'm still like too scared. It's amazing.
He's the same guy on air as he is off air. You'll love him when you go talk to him at church. God, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
So we got a text and your story about Flight Attendant X when she leaned over and she whispered to you, I'm Flight Attendant X. So George writes in, he said, that's a great story. He said, can you imagine though, if the people around you who don't listen to the show heard the flight attendant lean over and say, I'm Flight Attendant X, they'd be going, what the heck is going on? And probably freaking out.
Yeah, I was kind of freaking out. It was crazy. Let's do one more here. Have you ever met someone that just made you lose the ability to speak? You short-circuited. Let's go to Ian in Newmarket.
Well, it was myself and my brother.
Uh-huh.
Many years ago, we were going to an Alouettes game in Montreal.
Uh-huh.
We get to our seats. His ex-wife, who left him, didn't even know where she went or anything. His first time he saw her, I think in over a year, was sitting in the seats with her boyfriend.
Wow.
No, like how close to your seats?
No, in our seats.
Oh, in your seats.
What are the chances?
No kidding. Oh, yeah. No, it was, both of us were just, I mean, he was just shocked, stunned, a little teased. And, but, I mean, they, went to their proper seats and everything, but couldn't believe it.
Of all the seats that they chose to pick the wrong seats, it was your seats.
That's even
And
crazier
he
than my
hadn't seen her since she left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Was there any type of confrontation or were you able
No. They just got up and left. He was nice. He just said hi, and that was it. But yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
That is nice of you and your brother to take the high road in that situation, because I don't know if I would have done the same. Good for you guys.
Well, you're in the middle of a football stadium. There's not too much you want to cause a ruckus around.
Yeah, you know what? Fair point. Maybe it's good it was in a public setting. Ian, that is wild. Thank you so much for sharing that.
No problem. Thanks.
Take care. Bye.
Bye now.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
Gurdeep, you're back.
Hey,
and I'm back.
I was back yesterday. You're
I know.
back.
Now we're back together.
How was Vacaysh?
It was good. How was your Vacaysh?
It was very good. I just want to say Gurbeets is happy to be back.
Oh, you listened to, we did some breaks on nicknames for you.
Yeah, you did quite a few. Beats Show, checking in.
Oh, Beach. So you like some of
What
them.
happened to Giovanni?
Giovanni Souza.
Giovanni
Giovanni Souza might have
That's
been my favorite.
favorite.
I also really liked Pooja's suggestion of call me club medication.
Yes.
Because, I feel a little sick coming back. So I do, as I was listening to the podcast, I had a pulled muscle in my back.
Oh, no.
Strained calves from too much dancing, and I was sick. So I listened to that and I laughed out loud because I'm like, I am club medication right now.
What you missed yesterday, Pooja, is he said that he is not too old to go to Ibiza, but it sounds like you are.
No, this was the observation. I got to share this with you, Pooja. All of us are Ibiza middle-aged because the age there is 20 to 60. There were people who were 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 in the club.
You know what? I actually really love that. As much as we are making fun, I love that age is just a number. Like,
it's wild.
When is it not okay to party and have a good time? Why is that a bad thing? That's a great thing. I think it's the aftermath you have to be worried about.
Yes, the 20-year-olds recover quickly. Yes. I am a hurting unit. Here's my other observation. You guys must really love me. You guys talked a lot about me. I feel like I provided more content on this show while I was away than when I'm here.
How do you know, first of all?
I listened to the podcast when I got back. I went for a
okay.
nice walk with Coffee the Pooch. I listened to the Friday podcast. Hilarious, by the way. You guys are very funny. And I'm walking around downtown Toronto with a big smile on my face, laughing. and all this content, but I was in every break. You guys are like,
Pretty
wonder
much.
Wonder what Gurdeep's up to.
We missed
Let's talk
you.
about Gurdeep.
It was you or my car? Those were the big stories last week.
That, yes. Oh my God. I saw the description on the podcast about your lemon car, and I'm like, no,
yeah.
it finally
It's done.
happened. I also observed that Pooja's international small talk also sucks.
So things don't change just because you go on vacation.
And you were gone for like a week, not like a year.
I'm still me.
I really enjoyed the P&G breaking news intro that happened. That was fun.
By the way, and later on in the show, we're actually going to address this because this is the first time I actually get to sit down and talk to you in person after you sent me that text that the matchmaker found you a match. So we're going to be talking about that.
I just let that hang.
Yeah.
Also, like you guys talking about my matchmaking situation, Steph, there's going to be a wedding. Does she have long hair? Can we be besties?
I asked about the long hair.
You guys are crazy, and I missed you.
Oh, we missed you too. Welcome back officially.
Good morning.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So today is Now I Get It Day.
Yes.
Now I Get It Day.
Yes.
Have you ever had a Now I Get It moment? I actually had one of these very recently. You know when you were a kid, Pooja, you have family like overseas, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we have a lot of family in the UK and in India. And I remember like when we were kids, we would always be the one traveling to go to the UK to see family, go all the way to India to see family over Christmas time. Long flight.
Yes.
You go as a kid. And I remember I used to ask my mom, used to ask my parents like, hey, why doesn't like Auntie ever come here? Like I've been to India 10 times. Like Auntie has never been to Canada.
Right.
And
Fair
my mom
question.
would say, yeah, fair question, right? And my mom would say, oh, you know, it's a long flight. It's tough for them. And I remember going like, what a cop-out. What do you mean long flight? What are you doing on a flight? You're sitting there. Well, you're just sitting there, eating some snacks, eating some bad food, and then you're there. Like, what do you mean long flight? I always thought it was just such a cop-out of an answer. And let me tell you, after flying to Europe for Ibiza and Portugal, and then, you know, I was in Denmark earlier this year, now I get it.
What do you mean?
I don't know if like airlines have gotten crappier. We all know that, but the seats, they hurt so much. I can't sleep on planes because everything hurts. My butt hurts. I put my elbows on the armrest. My arms go numb. I lose the feeling in my arms.
Yes.
I have to get up. I'm get up guy. I start doing like lunges and stretches in the little like galleyway area.
You're that guy?
I pull the curtain. I'm like, hey, do you guys mind? And like the flight attendants are hanging out there. I'm like, do you mind if I just stretch here for a bit? I'm like really sore. I bought compression socks. I did. I bought compression socks. And
I just got to
get
get
it.
something from the overhead, my compression socks.
Like, I really have to think about now, like, if I'm flying somewhere, like, even when I went to Thailand, it was a 15-hour flight to Hong Kong. It was really tough because you don't sleep for that long. Everything's just so sore. I keep shifting. I'm asking them for extra pillows to sit on the pillows to soften the seat, to put them under my bum.
Oh, wow. That probably lasted all of 5 minutes before they thin out.
Yeah, now I get it. Now I get it. It was not a cop-out fly. And my aunties were much older than I am now when my mom gave me that excuse. So
Yes.
I can only imagine how uncomfortable flying is going to be in 10 years, 20 years.
It totally. There's so many things. The perspective you have now that you are, you know, we're aging, right? It's different than when you were a kid. Like I remember being a kid and wondering why adults are always napping. Like, why do they always sleep? Like, all you wanted to do as a kid was play, and the last thing you wanted to do was sleep. I was like, why would they choose to sleep? Out of all the things to do in the day, why are they napping? Now I get it.
And now what do you look forward to?
My naps.
Sleep.
I love me some
That's what it
naps.
is.
Yes.
Now I get it. It's now I get it day. Have you ever had a now I get it moment? Michelle in Scarborough, what was that for you?
Yeah, you know, I used to tease my mom when she'd get her blood pressure and she'd say it hurts.
Oh.
And now I get in there and I'm like, damn, that hurts.
Because it squeezes so tight?
Yes.
I know. And there's always a part of me, does this happen to you, where you think like the machine is broken and this is going to be the one time, the one case where it, you know, it cannot release?
Yes.
Am I the only one who likes how it feels? It feels like a nice hug for your arm.
Wow.
Yeah, no?
No.
If that's what hugs feel like, I'm glad I don't do them.
It's a very tight hug. It's like from a stage 5 clinger hug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Michelle, thank you for sharing. We appreciate it.
Take care, guys. Bye.
How many stage 5 clingers have you been with?
Not been with.
You know from experience?
Encountered, maybe.
Oh,
It's a better way
okay.
to-
Got it.
I don't think I've been with any.
Let's go to Denise In Watered Down, have you ever had a now I get it moment?
I used to think of my mom, I used to think, why can't you do more than one thing at once? And then I turned 40, and I looked at my mom, and I said, Mom, I want to apologize. I understand now why you can't do more than one thing at once.
Yeah.
When you're a teenager, you just think, why? Like you said about the plane and people coming over.
It's true. Like
now,
multitasking is a lot easier when you're younger.
Oh, yeah, and I just turned 70, so I've gone past the 40 spot, but I have lots of aha moments at my age, and I think, oh, here I go. I just blame it on being 70 now. It works.
Forget multitasking. Sometimes even single tasking is hard. Even one thing at a time is like, I don't want to do this.
I usually forget what I'm doing as I'm doing it.
Denise, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Have you ever had a, now I get it moment? Let's finish up on, we got 10-year-old Willis from Whitby.
I used to be vegan and now I'm vegetarian, so I understand what I was missing out on.
So, you mean dairy? Like cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you now get that you didn't used to, and what made the change for you?
When I had eggs and mac and cheese and stuff.
Oh, that will do it.
Yeah,
that will do it.
You're like, this is delicious. Why have I been holding myself back from this? Give me that sweet, sweet cheese.
I got to tell you, Willis, I've been a vegetarian for a very long time, and I tried to go vegan, and then I just missed cheese too much, so then I couldn't do it.
Hey, Willis, you're 10. I'm guessing you're probably going to have about 40 or 50 more now I get it moments. So call us back also in 10 years when we probably do this segment again, okay?
Okay.
All right, you were great. Thanks for the call, Willis.
Thank you.
Bye. How old were you when you went from vegan to vegetarian?
I was 18.
Willis figured it out 8 years before you. Willis is on a track to success. That was awesome.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, we got 2 stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
Okay, if you're an iPhone user, you're an Apple user, pretty big news. Apple dropping yesterday. A new and improved version of Siri is coming, and there is a lot of room for improvement.
Okay, I'm a little bit skeptical, but tell me more.
And it's fair to be skeptical because they did this once before, and it was kind of a flop. But they're saying this time, this is the time. So it's exciting because, let's be honest, Siri, she's basic, right? She doesn't do much. She was the first AI assistant to the scene to go mainstream.
She's listening right now.
I'm so sorry, Siri. I mean none of this. She was the first AI assistant who was on the scene, right? But then she's been lapped by basically all the other large language models, right? Like think Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT. They're all far superior. So Apple yesterday announced Siri AI. She is supposed to be much more conversational and, actually answer the questions you ask instead of what she does now, which is literally refer you to ChatGPT. Like if you ask her something, say, do you want to search the web or do you want to use ChatGPT? It's like, great, so you're just pushing me to a better AI. So it's also going to have a standalone app, just like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini.
Okay.
If it can pull this off, if Apple can pull this off and make Siri AI as useful as other large language models, it'll actually have a tactical advantage because Siri AI will be able to integrate with your iPhone. That means it'll be able to access things like search your emails, your pictures, your messages. And if it's just as good as the other three, I can see Apple users actually switching over because you could say, find the email I sent to Christopher 2 years ago about such and such, and it'll, pull it up if it works. It's a big prove it moment for Apple because they've fallen way behind when it comes to AI. The new and improved Siri AI will be available later this year on the iOS 27 update. There's no exact date released, but I am excited for this. I'll give it a shot.
I mean, is it bad that the first thought when you say all this is okay, so now it has access to my phone, which is my whole life, and it's everybody's whole life now, right? Gone are the days where you had other things that were more valuable than your phone. If your phone is everything, what if Siri turns on you one day and has everything, has those photos, because it has access to your photo library.
It can get you canceled.
It has your SIN number and your banking info and all the things.
You know the first thing I would ask your Siri, if I was able to commandeer, hey, show me the photo of Pooja with the red hair that she refuses to show us, because there's apparently photo evidence of you with red hair.
No way.
You will not show us.
Yeah, that was bad. The story for another day. So there's 2 types of people in the world. Those who brush their teeth before drinking coffee and those who wait to do it after. Which one are you?
I mean, I brushed my teeth this morning, I'm drinking coffee right now. I'll brush my teeth tonight.
Right.
So, like, neither, I
So
guess.
you're the before person.
Before, but, like, you brush your teeth every day.
Okay, it's a weekend. You're at home. Does it change?
No, I'm still just a first thing when I wake up, last thing before bed guy.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of a both person where I naturally just brush my teeth in the morning because it's the first thing I do. And then if I have a coffee afterwards, I don't want coffee breath, so then I'll brush my teeth after.
Also, if you're having a coffee at like 2 p.m., you'll brush right after you have a coffee.
If I'm home, yes. If I'm home, I will. Now, according to dentists, there is an order to what you're supposed to do since coffee can, we know, stain your teeth, but also the acidity leads to erosion, which you don't want.
Right.
You're doing it right. You're supposed to be brushing your teeth before you drink coffee, but not after. After is actually bad.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Why?
Legend has it.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding.
Back-to-back days.
No. When you brush your teeth, you remove plaque buildup, and then it makes it more difficult for stains to adhere to it. So that's why it's good that you do it before, right? So you're actually being preventative. But then if you're going to brush immediately after, that's not good because coffee is acidic. So brushing your teeth immediately afterwards will weaken your enamel. The outer layer of your teeth that protects them from that physical and chemical damage, you're just brushing the acidity around is really what you're doing. So you need to actually give it time. Instead, they say brush your teeth before, have your coffee, and then afterwards just swish some water around.
I was going to say my dentist tells me to rinse my mouth after coffee, and I don't even do that, and I should. That's
and if
what I
you
need to
do that, you're good, and then you can brush later on tonight. But so you were mostly doing it right. But for all the people who are like, oh, I'm just going to have my coffee and brush my teeth afterwards, you're doing it wrong.
Just give a quick little mouth rinse, and we'll enjoy our coffee.
Yes. Cheers.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
I'm back from Ibiza in Portugal. It's so good to be back with you. I see all your text messages welcoming me back. I missed you too. You're all asking about my trip, so I'm trying to share here. Two of the most interesting things that happened on my vacation weren't actually part of the vacation. They were on the way there. One on the way there, one on the way back. I'm going to share the one that happened on the way there at 8 a.m. It involves someone I never thought I'd meet. Kind of a crazy story. Stick around for that. But I want to share something that happened on the way back. And if you've traveled to Europe, specifically countries that are part of the EU, in the last few months, you might already know this. So I started off in Ibiza, and then we went to Portugal. We flew back from Lisbon on Saturday morning. And everyone we talked to and met there, who was from Canada, said, go super early to the airport. Like, go like 5 hours before the...
I keep hearing about this, too, because I have to fly to Italy, and we have a connection in Rome. And they're saying this new like Schengen thing with the passports and all that security is the lineups are insane.
Yeah, people really freaked us out about it. And because normally, like, how early do you go to the airport before flight?
Well, if it's like in Canada, international, like 2 hours.
Oh, you do too? Okay, you push it.
Two, yeah, so it depends. Like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, they always say like 3 hours for international.
Yeah.
But like I'm like checking, like I'm no check-in bag guy. I do like, if you just got to carry on and you're already checked in, yeah, I'll push it. I'll go 2.5.
Yeah.
They were telling us 5. I'm like, holy smoke. Our flight was at 1 p.m. Saturday. We got to the airport for like 9 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 hours before a flight. I don't know if I've ever gotten to an airport that early. And let me tell you, we needed almost all that time. I got to the gate about half an hour before the flight because first of all, like Portugal, beautiful country. Want to go? I will absolutely go back. I need to see more of it. The airport in Lisbon looks like it's from 1990, and I'm being generous. It looks like you look at the ceiling, it's like a big airplane hangar. It's old, it's retro, it's dated. Bathrooms weren't working. Part of the bathrooms weren't working. The lineups are illogical. I've never done so much zigzagging in my life. I got all my 10,000 steps for the day that morning, just walking through the airport.
That's good because you were sitting on a plane the rest of the time.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. I'm never going to be mad about the steps. So lots of lineups. So you get through security, you get through all that stuff, bag check, whatever, you think you're good. And then we're all like, man, why did everyone tell us to come so early? We're fine. When you get through all the things you think you're normally supposed to get through, it's then the passport control check. And this is the thing. So it's called EES. It's the entry-exit system of the EU. I believe this kicked off recently. Don't quote me, but I Googled it. It said it kicked off in April, so like this spring.
I think they did like a soft launch in October, and they saw that it wasn't great, and then they did it again, and everyone's begging them for the summer to stop it.
Yeah.
Because it's way too busy.
It is taking a lot of time. So it's not, I don't want to pick on just Lisbon. I guess this is all like EU countries if you're flying through. It's just very inefficient. The lineup stuff, and I'm not kidding, we could not believe because we saw the line. They were like, oh, okay, where's the back of it? We kept walking and walking.
No.
And walking. And the lineup just cuts through the entire airport. It cut through duty-free. It cut through restaurants. There's no proper spot. No joke, Steph. The lineup was probably almost a kilometer long.
Oh, wow.
Now, it moved. It moved.
Right.
I asked an airport official, I go, how long am I going to be in line here? He's like, at least an hour.
Okay, that's not bad.
Hour and a half. It took, but just over an hour in this line. So we did need that time. There were lots of gate agents working where basically they just scan your passport.
Mm-hmm.
They ask you a couple of questions, and you go through. I did read that some airports do fingerprint checks. There were no fingerprint checks in Lisbon, at least not for me. And they let us through, and fine, we got through, but we really did need the time. Like, we probably would have been fine with 3.5 hours. We did 4 if you are flying to Europe. And if you are part of the EU, there's a short line, you fast track.
yeah.
If you are Canadian and you don't have an EU passport, you are going to need this extra time. So it's vacation season. I'm just letting you know.
I know. Everyone keeps telling me this, and I'm like, no. So we'll see what happens because, we have the connecting flight in Rome, but I have a feeling we're going to miss our flight.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.